Actually, internet was not stable, so that's why we started the lecture late. So, what we have discussed in the last lecture, according to thing that we have studied what is a surface, how to define a surface. We have seen what is one on two, and what is a regular mapping, and then there is one more result about the regular mapping. Then we have seen the rank of the matrix and then definition of a surface, and after that we have seen one example that how to find out the proper patch for a surface. Rather, instead of saying a whole sphere, we can say that we have found the proper patch for the north pole. In the very similar way, you can find out for any pole, and then you can generalize the concept, and then you can say that the whole sphere is a surface. Or we can say sphere is an example of a surface, because for every point we can find out the proper patch. What do you mean by proper patch? It should be one regular, and inverse function is continuous. What do you mean by regularity? The rank of the Jacobian matrix should be equal to the dimension of a domain. Now, in this case, what is a domain we have considered is a 2D plane, right? So that's why the surface is called a 2D ऑब्जेक्ट, क्योंकि वहां पे आपने डोमेन क्या डिफाइन किया है, द डोमेन ऑफ दिस surface whenever you are going to define it is a your plane. Okay, so that's why now if you're having any doubt about the proper patch, coordinate patch, how to find regularity, one you can ask. Otherwise we'll go for the next one. Yes, everyone understood what is a surface, why surface is called two-dimensional, what is your x of d, how the image is found, and what is your x of d, it is a proper patch, and whose image means what? The image of x, that is x of d, must contain what it should contain? Neighborhood of a point P. And this should be true for every point P. For every point P, we should have to find out the proper patch, and then only you can say that that object, whatever we have considered. Now, in this case, we are going to consider M is a surface, so that's why M is a subset of E3. Then it satisfies the condition that for every point P, if you are able to find out a proper patch which contains the neighborhood of a point P, then it is called a surface. Okay. Then condition of regularity, I have told you this regularity gives the smoothness, and the condition of 1 avoids the cutting of the surface. The image x of d is a smooth three-dimensional subset of E3. Barobar?
Yes, ma'am.
And we have seen what is the condition of regularity. First one, regularity condition means what? By definition itself, we can say that the rank of a Jacobian matrix equal to dimension of a domain. Or in another way, if you remember one thing we have studied in our uh, second unit or first unit, where we have studied about the curve, then what is a regular curve? Norm of alpha dash of t is not equal to 0, or we can say alpha dash of t is not equal to 0 for all point t belongs to the interval I. Now, in the very similar way, here we can say if x is a mapping with the two parameter u and v, then we can say xu cross xv will be working as a रेगुलरिटी कंडीशन. ओके, यहाँ पे आपके पास सिर्फ एक लीनियरली इंडिपेंडेंट वेक्टर था, नॉर्म ऑफ वी कैन से singleton alpha dash of t non-zero है ना, so you can say it is linearly independent because we have non-zero element. अगर वो singleton element है तो we can say it is linearly independent. Now, instead of saying that, now if we are imagining on a 3D space, and if you are defining a surface or proper patch, a coordinate patch, रेगुलरिटी कंडीशंस के लिए क्या कंडीशन होना चाहिए? एक्स यू क्रॉस एक्स वी इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, or the rank of a Jacobian matrix equal to the dimension of a domain. And we know how to find out the inverse mapping. After finding the inverse mapping, how to check the continuity? If its coordinate functions are continuous, then we can say that the mapping is continuous. Yes. Anyone, if you are having any doubt about the example I have given you for the homework, or the exercise examples, or whatever you have seen in your recommended books, If you are having any doubt related to them, you can ask. We will go slowly since we can cover the syllabus very easily. Now already we have covered near about 128, 130 pages of our syllabus, and remaining are only 40 pages and that we can cover. यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं definitions है थोड़ा सा, and then some of the examples are there, but these are very important since we have to imagine this everything. Okay, surface and x of d, two-dimensional object, and its image in three dimension, all these things cannot be shown here, so you have to imagine this, and that's why I'm asking that if you're having any doubt, क्योंकि अगर आपने recommended books study किया होगा तो so maybe you may have some doubt, you may have some questions if you have solved some of the examples from the exercise. Let us assume that you are not having any doubt. Now let me go for the next one. Since in the last lecture we have studied that how to find out the proper patch for the North Pole, and I have told you that how to find out for the next one. Right? You can find out for every point, or you can consider the southern hemisphere. That is, पहले वाला जो hemisphere था वो half sphere you can consider, and that we have proved to be a surface, and then again you can consider one point in southern hemisphere and then you can prove that. So combinedly you can say that that unit sphere is a surface. Okay, no need to write down the proof for southern hemisphere. If the question is there in the exam, so you can write down the, oh, okay, sorry, you are going to appear for MCQ exam, no? Now, next we will see some examples which are not a surface. Okay. Up to now we were imagining them to be a surface, but now we will apply the definition and we will see whether they are a surface or not. Okay. So for that, first example that I will take is an example of a cone. I think you consider cone to be a surface.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, imagine that you have a cone. So for cone, if suppose I want to find out the proper patch for this point, is the screen visible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, imagine this is a cone. Actually, cone के जैसा image नहीं है, so that's why I told you. So what you have to do? Suppose I want to find out the proper patch for this point, because this is also one point of a cone, no? So ये भी आपके cone का एक point है. अगर आपने suppose this is what your E3 space, and M is the subset of E3, and now you have to find out the proper patch. For that you should have a one domain in which is a D. D is a subset of E2 space, and we should have a mapping in such a way that X is a mapping from D to E3 in such a way that for every point P. Now if I want to consider this to be a point P, can I find a neighborhood which is entirely contained in X of D, the image of D? Can you, okay, X of D ka imagine mat karo. Can you find out the neighborhood for this point which is entirely contained in a surface M?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you imagine our definition. So definition क्या था? For every point P, we should have uh, one x of d such that a image of d should, that is x of d, must contain the neighborhood of that point. करेक्ट. बट यहाँ पे ये पॉसिबल नहीं है. एक्चुअली आपको नेबरहुड ही नहीं मिलेगा और वो नेबरहुड आपके x of d में कंटेन करना चाहिए. राइट. दिस सपोज आई हैव ड्रॉड, क्योंकि नेबरहुड नो डाउट मिलेगा बट इट इज नॉट इंटायरली कंटेन्ड इन m. यहाँ पे कंडीशन क्या है? For every point P, there should exist a neighborhood n of P, that is neighborhood of a point P, which is contained in x of d. Then x of d should be contained in M. Or we can say x of d is exactly equal to M, or it is contained in. Then we can say that the condition of being a surface is satisfied. For this point P, you can say that we can find out a neighborhood, but it is not contained in your surface M, or rather we can say that it is not contained in x of d, so that we can satisfy the definition, and hence now you can say that cone is not a surface. Okay, it is simply a 3D object, or you can say it is any subset of M, any subset M of E3, but it is not a surface. Okay. Is the idea clear about this cone?
Yes, ma'am.
Now let me take the next example. Suppose I want to have a disk. Okay. Suppose here you are having disk. थोड़ा width ज़्यादा हो गया डिस्क का, but you can imagine the small one. Okay, assume that you have a disk and it should be able to be visible on your screen, so that's why I've drawn here like this. Imagine that you have a disk. So suppose I want to find out uh, the neighborhood for a point P on the corner. Suppose I consider this point P. So at this point P, can I find out the neighborhood which is entirely contained in x of d?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. No doubt we can find out the neighborhood, but this neighborhood, some of the part of this neighborhood will be outside. So that's why we can assume, or we can say that the point P will not satisfy the points of every point on the boundary. Okay, all the points on this boundary are not going to satisfy the condition of being a surface. So you can say this object is a subset of E3. Okay, whatever disk D is a subset of E3, but it is not a surface. Okay, every time the condition of neighborhood is failed here, because if you found the neighborhood, it is not contained in x of d. Correct. Now next example is the example of a folded plane. Now imagine that you have a plane. Now you can imagine these to be a plane. ये वाला आपका first plane है और ये आपका second वाला plane. Correct. So while imagining, you can imagine this to be two different planes, and now folded plane का meaning क्या होगा? ये दोनों को ऐसे fold किया मैंने, right? So combinedly we can have now folded plane. Now if I want to find out the neighborhood for this point, is this visible?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, instead of seeing on that screen, you can see my जहाँ पे मैं दिख रही हूँ वो आप चेक करो. वो स्क्रीन शेयर जो किया है वहाँ पे नहीं है. एक्चुअली यहाँ पे हमारे पास एक फोल्डेड प्लेन है, राइट? So if I have this folded plane and if I want to find out the neighborhood for this point, okay, which is a point on a corner. Okay, if I want to find out a neighborhood for this point, can I find out the neighborhood?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
कि अगर आप फाइंड आउट करोगे भी तो क्या हो जाएगा? सपोज इमेजिन करो कि आपके पास बैंगल है, तो ओके, सपोज दिस इज व्हाट अ नेबरहुड. ओके, स्मॉल नेबरहुड. सपोज इस पॉइंट पे मैंने निकालना है. So if I found, so some part of this will be outside. Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
This part will be outside of your object, so that's why you can say that for these points on this boundary, okay, यहाँ पे जो points है corner points, folded planes के जो corner points है वहाँ पे आपको for every point you cannot find out the neighborhood which is entirely contained in your x of d. Okay, actually we cannot find out a neighborhood which is contained in M, so no need to find out the x of d. Okay, so in this way, we have seen three examples. First one is an example of a cone, second is an example of a disc, and third is an example of a folded plane. Or you can imagine this to be your notebook. Notebook को आप ऐसे consider करोगे तो आपके जो corner points मिलते हैं वहाँ पे आपको neighborhood find out करना not possible है. Okay, so we cannot find out the neighborhood for the points, or there are infinitely many points. So that's why we can say that इट इज नॉट अ सरफेस, क्योंकि सरफेस के लिए फर्स्ट कंडीशन क्या चाहिए, दैट फॉर एवरी पॉइंट पी ऑन द ऑब्जेक्ट एम विच इज any subset of E3 such that for each point of P there exists a proper patch in M whose image contains the neighborhood of a point P. Okay, now this for the folded plane we can write down the equation as xy equal to 0 where x and y are greater than 0. Equation for the folded plane xy equal to 0 and x and y are greater or equal by 0, and we can define this to be a folded plane as, suppose this is 1, okay, this is what a notebook you have held, you have considered this as. So here at point P you cannot find out the neighborhood which is entirely contained, क्योंकि half part जो neighborhood का होगा वो आपके plane पे होगा और half part वो outside होगा, that means in a space. Other that's why you can say that you cannot find out a neighborhood which is entirely contained in your surface. Okay. Yes, everyone understood these three examples of a closed disk and a cone and the folded plane.
Yes, ma'am.
I can consider this equation of a closed disk as x square plus y square is less equal by 1. Okay, you can see this to be x square plus y square is less equal by 1, closed disk. And the equation of a cone. Yes, can anyone tell me what is the equation for the cone?
Z square is equal to x square plus y square.
Correct. This is what the equation of a cone, equation of a closed disk, and equation of a plane. All these are not an example of a surface. Okay, now let us go for the next one, that is a Monge patch. Actually, I think it is not for your syllabus, but it is important to go for the next theorem. So let us see what is a Monge patch. Okay, already we have studied patch, proper patch, coordinate patch, but what is a Monge patch? Okay, for this, wait. Okay. So what is the definition for Monge patch? If suppose f is a real valued function, declared a real value differentiable function on an open disk set D, which is a subset of E2, then the function x from D to E3 is such that x of uv is equals to uv and f of uv. Okay. Let me write down the definition. What is the Monge patch? Okay, given that f is differentiable real valued function, f is differentiable real valued function, and what is d? D is a subset of E2, then fx is a mapping from D to E3 such that x of uv is equals to uv and f of uv. Okay, if we have a mapping in such a way that the first variable is u as it is, second v as it is, third variable is a combination of first two, that is some function in u and v, is called a proper patch called as a Monge patch. क्योंकि अगर ये proper patch होगा then we can say it is a Monge patch. What is the extra condition Monge has introduced on the patch, that it should have its third variable must be in the combination of first two, or you can say that it is some function in u and v. Now, a surface M is called a simple surface if and only if there is a Monge patch such that x of d is equals to m. Mostly we say that x of d is subset of m. Mostly we say that x of d is a subset of m. But the surface is called a simple surface if we have a Monge patch in such a way that x of d is equals to m. Okay. So first we have seen the definition of a Monge patch. What is the definition for the Monge patch? If f is a real value differentiable function on an open set D and D is a subset of E2, then the function x from D to E3 is defined in such a way that x of uv is equals to uv f of uv. And if it is a proper patch, then we say that it is a Monge patch. So Monge ने सिर्फ एक extra condition introduce किया है कि आपका जो third variable है, it is some combination of it is some function of u and v. Correct. Now next definition is what? It is a definition for the simple surface, right? A surface is called a simple surface if there exists a Monge patch. Okay. If there exists a Monge patch means what? It should satisfy the condition that f is a real value differentiable function and x of uv is equals to uv f of uv. आपके पास एक x is a mapping x mapping ऐसा होना चाहिए which maps to u comma v, and the third is function of u and v. If, and it should be a proper path, that is it should be 1 1 regular and inverse function is continuous. It's such that x of d is equal to m. Okay, what is the next condition? X of d अगर equal to m मिलता है आपको, then you can say that it is a simple surface. Okay, now just in the last lecture we have seen one example in which we have found the surface or we can say our sphere, northern hemisphere we have seen. And in the northern hemisphere, can you say that this is an example of a simple surface? Okay, let me remind you what we have seen for the northern hemisphere. Okay, हमने क्या find out किया था initially? First we have, suppose दिस इज व्हाट स्फीयर वी कैन अज्यूम. एक्चुअली ये सर्कल है बट आपको अज्यूम करना पड़ेगा कि ये स्फीयर है, राइट. एंड now let me write down as it is a unit sphere center at origin. So now here what we have to do for this one, we were finding the proper patch for this point n 0, 1. So for that, what we have done, first we have found one plane, xy plane, in which we have found a circle in xy plane, and for every point in for every point on a xy plane, that is on the circle, we can find out the image on a north pole. And this will be true for, क्योंकि आपका ये जो प्रॉपर पैच आपने फाइंड आउट किया है, राइट, एक्स ऑफ डी, इट विल कवर होल ऑफ द हाफ स्फीयर. ओके, ये आपका पूरा हाफ स्फीयर को कवर कर सकता है, बिकॉज हियर वी हैव फाउंड ओनली फॉर अवर पॉइंट, क्योंकि यहाँ पे आपको सिर्फ एक नेबरहुड फाइंड आउट करना था, राइट. बट वी कैन से दैट दिस विल कवर होल half sphere. So hence this x of d, I can say it is equal to northern hemisphere, and hence we can say that instead of imagining to be hemisphere, you can say it is half sphere. Okay, northern half sphere. So x of d is equal to northern half sphere, and hence you can say that it is a example of a simple surface. Okay, because if you think about the last example which we have seen, in which what we have done, for every point in a xy plane, for every point in a circle, we have found the image. वहाँ पे image में क्या changes होंगे? First and second will be as it is. What is the change in the third one? Third one we have written with the help of a z coordinate, that is z is equals to, z we have found with the help of our equation of a sphere, that is z is equal to under root of 1 minus x square y square, right. So there is only change in a z coordinate if you are in a 3D space. So if you think on this, that we have defined a one mapping f, which is from we can say on the northern hemisphere to the xy plane. So q1 q2 q3 it will be point to q1 q2. प्रोजेक्शन आपका कहाँ पे मिलेगा? सिर्फ xy प्लेन में q1 q2, राइट. सो थर्ड कोऑर्डिनेट विल बी इक्वल टू 0. सो चेंज क्या है आपके फंक्शन में? ओनली द चेंज इज इन द थर्ड कोऑर्डिनेट ओनली. Okay, so here we have proved that this x is a proper patch, and hence x of 0 0 we have found it is equal to 0 0 1. Okay, first and second coordinates are 0 as it is. U and v we have carried out as it is. Third will be under root of 1 minus 0 square, so it is 1, and hence we can say that x covers the neighborhood of a point 0 0 1, and in fact we can say that x of d contains a neighborhood of each of point in the hemisphere. Okay, जो आपका x of d आपने create किया है, so that is a neighborhood of each of every point on the hemisphere. जो आपका half sphere construct होता है, वहाँ पे आपको x of d contains a neighborhood of each of its point in a hemisphere, and hence we can say that x of d is a surface. This we have proved only for a hemisphere. Now you can go for the southern hemisphere, and again you can prove. So here for the example of a simple surface, the first condition is satisfied, क्योंकि हमने अगर x of uv का मैपिंग देखेंगे, x of uv we have defined it as uv under root of 1 minus u square minus v square. So we have defined in such a way that it is uv, and the third coordinate is, with the help of our equation, x square plus y square plus z square is equals to 1, and z is equal to under root of this 1 minus, right. So you can see that u and v, and third one is a function of first two, and hence the first condition of Monge patch is satisfied. And already we have proved it is a proper patch, because in the last lecture we have proved it is 1 1 regular as well as inverse function is continuous. Okay, so it is Monge as well as a proper patch. So what it remains, x of d will be equal to m or not, क्योंकि यहाँ पे instead of considering m we can consider the नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर, क्योंकि हमने जो भी कंसिडर किया वो नॉर्दर्न हेमिस्फीयर के लिए प्रूव किया ना. For every point in xy plane you can find out the image, and this x of uv will be working for a whole hemisphere. Okay, and then we can now say that this will be an example of a simple surface. Okay, सो मोंगे पैच के लिए एक कंडीशन क्या है, वो प्रॉपर पैच चाहिए, बट व्हाट इज एक्स्ट्रा कंडीशन, देयर शुड बी अ वन f is a differentiable real valued function such that the function f is a third variable which is a combination of u and v. Is the idea clear about the Monge patch and the simple surface?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, for the proper patch what are the condition, one regular and इनवर्स फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूस, और मोंगे पैच के लिए क्या कंडीशन है, वन वन रेगुलर इनवर्स फंक्शन, इसके साथ एक एक्स्ट्रा कंडीशन है, एक्स ऑफ यू इज इक्वल टू यू कॉमा बी कॉमा थर्ड वेरिएबल दैट इज एफ इज अ फंक्शन ऑफ फर्स्ट टू. So for the northern hemisphere, you can say the example of a northern hemisphere which we approved is an example of a surface, simple surface for x of d is equal to northern hemisphere. That is x of d is equal to summation of n is a notation used in your x of d is equals to summation n, that is a northern hemisphere. And you can say this is what a example of a simple surface. Okay, now as we have seen in the last lecture that we have found this for the northern hemisphere, then we can do similarly for the southern hemisphere. Then x of d you can find out in such a way that you can find out for southern hemisphere. So combination of this will give you the equation of a sphere. Okay, so you can say that a sphere is an example which is obtained by combining the two simple surfaces. This is also one simple surface, this is also one simple surface. So by combining by gluing together the two simple surface, you can have a one single surface, or rather actually it is written that any surface in E3 can be considered by gluing together the simple surfaces. जो आपके simple surfaces आप find out करते हैं, उनको अगर आप combine करोगे तो no doubt you will get a one surface in E3. Okay, just like the example of a northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. If you combine them, you can get the example of a sphere, or we can say we can combine the two simple simple surfaces, and then you can get the sphere which is also a surface. Okay. So let us stop up to this one. In the next lecture, we'll go for the next one. That is some result is there that क्योंकि आपको अगर definition prove करना है, suppose I want to prove any subset M of E3 to be a surface. So for that, for every point P, you have to find out a proper patch, just like we have done for a northern hemisphere. इतना सब करने के बाद भी हमें सिर्फ northern hemisphere का ही मिला था कि आपको x of d जो मिलता है वो northern hemisphere के लिए true है, right? And then you have to find out for southern and then combine the two simple surfaces and then you get the result, correct? But here now in the next lecture we'll see that instead of going for this complete definition for every point P, you have to find out a proper patch in such a way that it should be contained in x of d and x of d is contained in m. इन सबको करने के बजाय एक सिंपल शॉर्टकट है कि जहाँ पे आप सरफेस है या नहीं प्रूव करने के लिए सिंपली एक डेरिवेटिव फाइंड आउट करना है. ओके, that we will see in the next lecture, that what is a shortcut to find out whether the example given or the subset M of E3 is a surface or not. Okay, so but you should know the definition क्योंकि definition ही main part है, definition के through ही हम prove करेंगे वो shortcut method, and that is one lemma. And after proving the lemma, we can say we can apply that one whenever you want to prove any object to be a surface. Okay, so if you're having any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, you can join the next lecture. Thank you.